On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Look at me. Go up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, switch gears. You won't take. Roll out. You got that right there. Check three. Shit.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Tannehill. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Hey, line 52. Hey, wahoo. Squeeze.
Off play action, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Quan Alexander, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
Hey, Sam up! Kill, kill, kill! Kill, kill! Check, 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 check! Check, check, check! Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3! Get ready!
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
C6. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. There.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Hey, lock it. 60 Pittsburgh. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Sponge. No. Begin. Sponge.
Mixon with a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 outlaw. Leo.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Rams.
On play action, they'll throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that. When wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yeah.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
You ready?
Watch Mike.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 4. Get it.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quan Alexander, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Switch. Check. Crunch. Watch the safety.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Flushed out right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Past the 20. 10. 5. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now it's Mixon running right. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On first down, Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Look at me. Go. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now Kamara, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch Mike, watch Mike.
I got you.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
52.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the eye.
Attack!
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yellow.
52. Switch up. Back.
15.
Seam 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Riplet.
2nd and 6. The 11-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
43. Hey, 57. Yellow.
Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Now the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the
Hey, 57.
Rap.
Yellow.
Orbit. Hey, Mike 52. Here we go, D.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards on the ground.
Ready? 8-3.
6-man.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where they go. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, it's Mixon. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Joe Mixon, 67 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The former USC man played on this very field, Adoree Jackson with a tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
15.
Mike 52, Mike smoke. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Watch twist.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He completes it to Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's got Fuller. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, 43, 15. 15, yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Hey, zoom.
Whip. Watch the whip. Joker. No, Mike 52. Watch the run. 52's the Mike.
Topper.
Now Tannehill. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Niners 46, Rams 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Sponge! No! He get it!
Tannehill going to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
36. Switch.
Be grip.
Play action, it's Tannehill. He finds his target, Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tannehill now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Sam off!
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Fighting through. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 20, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on, QB, come on. Check.
Go. Yo.
Throwing now, Tannehill. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Let's go.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for L.A., they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Set, ready? 18 Gator, 57.
Okay, double up.
Greystone, travel.
Slam.
Ready?
On first down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Echo. Hit it.
Throwing, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Line 36. Line 36. 3. 218. Chopper. Hey. High 7. Yep.
I need one over here. Check. Crunch.
Snap.
From the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
McNabb to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw, McNabb. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now it's McNabb toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
57's the mic. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Nice 57. 57's mine. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
57's mine.
Hey, here I go.
Get it.
Now Jones. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. McNabb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, McNabb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's McNabb. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
61, matchbox lights. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, But the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on second and long. Jones, flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Hey, team six. Team six. Check. 3 down. Mike 59. Ready.
Here's Jones, throwing on third and long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now McNabb. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jones breaking from the contact.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 59. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
So we got man. Mike's part 9.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a completion to Wilson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given. The opportunity.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Minkah Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first throw for the backup Haskins. Sliding out of the pocket. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Chris don't travel. Go.
2nd and 10. It's Hodges again. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Haskins now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Completes it to Coleman. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll let this go for the end, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, back up.
Hodges here on second down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
General West. Smooth. Ready.
Hodges on 3rd and 1. Now he lets it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now Haskins to throw it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Rip left, rip left.
Hey, exit.
Mine's 59.
On 1st down, here's Hodges. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Watch the edge.
Protein spill. Hey, orbit.
Check, 59.
Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hodges. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. 38. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
We want it. Come to my work.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar.